Yo, we live on location. Me and the blackest one been checking out these playoffs, man. And last night, the New York Knicks, man, they went up 2-0 on them Indiana Pacers, beating them 130-121. Bully Brunson still doing his thing. The Knicks held serve in the Garden. The Garden was crazy, by the way, Black. The Garden has been cracking. New York City is on fire right now. Tell me what you see in that series going on with the Knicks jumping out to the 2-0 lead, winning both games at home, and now they got to head to Indy.
I just want to know why they say fuck Reggie, man. What Reggie do?
You know why they say fuck Reggie, even though you got to love him.
Why they saying fuck my man Reggie, man? What Reggie do, man? Reggie got a new job, you know.
Bro, it's well documented how he's tormented the Knicks and how he's been the bane of their existence during his time in the league, and he got one of the craziest 8 points in 9 seconds we had never seen that destroyed their dreams. And Spike decided to show up with the evidence and take pictures and have Reggie sign it.
Man, I like this game, man. I like the 2 games in New York, man. I love how the crowd is so hyping into it. Pacers, why I think they have the same problem that the 76ers had is offensive rebounds. Man, them second chance points is like killing them down the stretch. You know what I'm saying? Like during the game, it's kind of different, but down the stretch, man, seeing them guys going to get them rebounds for the Knicks, man, Josh Hart and all them, man, it's like when they shoot the ball, they go back and get it if they miss. And I think that's kind of one of the biggest keys to the game. They need to kind of rebound better and protect the ball better. But I feel like it's been 2 good games, man. I'm excited to see what they're going to go back home and do. The Knicks took care of home. Now Indiana got to go home and take care of home.
Man, listen, I kind of said when it first happened back then, like when the Knicks made the trade and they got, I don't know what people thought. I got the feeling that people felt like Precious Achiuwa was kind of like a throw-in. And you saw him last night. Many offensive rebounds, just making different plays. That was like, it's not like he went out there and had a double or rocked the world, but he made a lot of timely possessions, like plays during possessions that got them extra possessions of the ball or kept the ball alive and they scored off of it or got good defensive plays. Or like you said, a lot of them rebounds he was securing and, the turn and changing shots at the rim. He was a great pickup for them in that trade, and he yielded some dividends for them last night. But the thing to me, I don't know. I've been saying this for a while about the Pacers. It feels like since the play-in / the hamstring injury of Tyrese, they hadn't looked the same since then. Like if you think about it, early in the season and going into that play-in and throughout that play-in, the Pacers were the talk of the league, and Tyrese Halliburton was the talk of the league. I feel like that injury, because you remember, he was in position to be all NBA and everything, and they got all these rules about how many games you got to play. It was rumored that he came back too early. He came back, then he had to go back and sit down with the hamstring, and it was like, I just felt like they hadn't ever recovered and got back to that stride they had going in. You remember, they were like literally the talk of the league, flying up and down the court, highest rated offense, like pace, everything was just pew. They were flying, and I don't know that. To me, they never recovered that. But I will say this: going back to Indiana, you and I both know Indiana is one of those places, one of those atmospheres, and that field house, it get loud. Those fans are this is Indiana now. This is Indiana. They gonna show up and be loud and rowdy. So I mean, this game 3, I'm very very interested to see what Indiana, like how they come out. And then you saw all of the different things. Rick Carlisle getting ejected. He said they got 78 or some plays from the first 2 games, those incorrect calls, and Rick Carlisle ain't playing. He's sending it to the league. He want reviews. He want answers. So it's gonna be interesting to see just the temperature of the game, because the field house is gonna be crazy. The refs gonna be put on notice because all of the discrepancies is being talked about. But listen, you gotta give OG some love. OG Anunoby went out there yesterday in a critical moment because everybody, the whole New York City, was on Life Alert watch last night when Jalen Brunson hurt his foot and didn't return right away. Because I was like, and Bully Brunson is tough. So when he went out and they was like, wait, he ain't come looking for him to come back or something, I'm like, oh man, this could be something because it didn't look that bad. Those are the ones that's scary when it doesn't look like much and then the guy doesn't come right back and it's a guy that's tough like him. So OG put on that cape, boy. Oh, OG went out there and got busy. Another addition at the deadline showing that Leon Rose made some great moves because the thing that we got to remember about everything that the Knicks are doing and achieving right now, bro, they got no Julius Randle. Julius Randle over there in street clothes. So this is like if they had him, they could be doing that much more. And it's showing just how the depth of the group they got. And they only go 7-8 deep. Guys get in for 44 seconds. Josh Hart is Mr. Iron Man, bro. What do you got to say about Josh Hart and how he is kind of like obviously the Knicks show and it's Bully Brunson real show, but the heart and soul of that team is undoubtedly that Villanova connection because if it ain't Jalen Brunson going for 30s or 40s, is Josh Hart being the heart and soul and Dante DiVincenzo. Those is like the heart and soul of the whole team. What do you think about that Villanova connection really thriving and leading the way for the Knicks, bro?
Yeah, I think they got something there, man. I love Josh Hart. I just love he's Mr. Do Everything. If you need him
15
to play,
rebounds, Black.
yeah, you need him to
Six
play
four, six
defense.
five.
You need him to play defense. You need him to rebound. You need him to hit a shot. He just be all over the floor and just the chemistry they got amongst each other, man.
Yeah, I love it.
Them guys won a championship together in college, man. You see the chemistry. You see how hard they play. Josh playing 48 minutes is crazy. Like
Almost every game though, bro.
yeah, that's a coach's dream when you got a player that you can depend on to have out there all the time and not be tired.
And it ain't no sweet 48 minutes. He guarding the hardest dude.
Yeah,
He's all over the floor diving and he fighting and he go.
He in great shape. I took my hat off to all three of them guys, man. They fun to watch, man. New York got a good combination with them, man. Shout out to OG. I hope his hamstring all right because he tweaked his hamstring at the end, which that was kind of crazy. But man, the Knicks is fighting, man, and they not even full healthy. But like you were saying about Hollenberg, how after he got injured, they won the same team. This is what an 82 game season and then going to the playoff. This is why that when you win that championship after you go through a whole season, what you got to go through, how you got to keep your body tight when you win it. That's why it means so much more because you put your body through heaven and hell to get through this season to win that championship. And this is what you see when you come to the playoffs. Everybody, nobody's 100%. Except for the guys who's not playing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's 100%. So, tip your hat off to guys who get out there and just lay it all on the line.
Hey, you know what I love about the whole Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Hart thing, bro? It reminds me of how we were in high school. My you know what I'm saying? Me, D Gates, and Cordell. I feel like this is a perfect experiment to show you that when you got if you stand those three guys there individually and you put those three up against some of the other threesomes, they probably individually are better. But because of that continuity and the history they got and the how they rock with each other and how they really bonded together and they know each other inside out from college to now. And you can't really measure that, bro, when you just throw a group of guys together. When you got this togetherness that they have, you see, you talked about it, the trust they have in each other. The other day, DiVincenzo missed one. Offensive rebound, no hesitation, right back to him. Game winner. You know what I'm saying? They got that belief in each other and that they know each other. Like how when me and you played against each other, I knew you was going to spin for the lob before you was going to spin. And different things like that. Those things matter. And we seeing that on a major level with these three guys being out there with the Knicks being the heart and soul of that team and they connectedness is something that just jumps off the screen when you out there watching.
Yeah, chemistry is a special thing. When you can get guys who really love playing with each other and know each other moves inside out, know what they're gonna do down there
I'm
before
telling
they
you,
do it. Like that's definitely a good factor in the game. These guys then slept in dorm rooms together and then ate together and
all of
been
that.
knowing each other for years. To put them back together in the league and see how special it still is, man, that's crazy to see.
Yeah, man. Let's get out. Let's get out to this West Coast, man. We're in a very surprising development, man. Them Minnesota Timberwolves and that Ant Man that jumped out 2-0 on Denver, man. It's looking like I don't want to be disrespectful because these are the defending champions and a three-time MVP, as just announced last night. Joker has won it again. This is a three-time MVP led Denver Nuggets, who also are the defending champion. But they
Yeah.
don't look like it right now, bro. Minnesota walked up there, went into the Mile High City, went into that altitude, and they ain't even flinch at it, bro. They went in there, and I'm talking about made it look pedestrian. Ant-Man showed up and continues to show out, continues his assault as face of the league, best guy, best young guy coming after the crown, whatever, however you want to phrase it. Young boy, his assault and his march to the top is looking like a record. He looking like what everybody want in a superstar, what everybody want in the guy, the face. He's not backing down from challenges. He's going about it the right way. His spirit, his vibrance jumps off the screen and like, bro, they up 2-0. Game two, no Rudy Gobert. He stayed back for the birth of his child and watched the game holding his child, watched him perform
What do you think about that? Do you think about him leaving the
out of
playoff game?
you
Would you
know
do
me,
that?
bro.
Would you have did that?
I'd have been there for the birth, and then I'm at the game ASAP. I'm
Yeah,
not sitting out the game after seeing unless there were complications or something like that where I have to be worried about,
the
mother and
wifey.
child.
Yeah,
Other than outside of that, I'm there for the birth because you definitely want to be there and experience that if you can work that out. But he got private jet money, boss. He got big bags. He got private
and
jet money.
Minnesota got private jet money too.
Either way, but even if the team don't, he got big bags. He's straight. It's no
Yeah,
equivocations. I'm there 100% for the birth, and I'm there and I'm seeing everything, and then it's like, okay,
I'm out.
now everybody's safe, everything is good, everything is stable and under control. I'm gone. I
Right.
gotta be
Yeah.
there. I can't sit and watch that game unless if these things aren't happening simultaneously and there's a chance for me to be at both, I'm at both unequivocally. It's no contest.
I always tell my kids, man, when you decide to play sports, you gonna sacrifice a lot. And sometimes you're gonna miss birthdays, sometimes you're gonna miss holidays,
Prom.
you're gonna miss a lot of stuff by sacrificing and playing sports. You know what I'm saying? I definitely agree with you. Like, yeah, I definitely want to be there for my child's first my first child born. But these playoffs is what you put it down for. When you decided to sign up for these sports, you got to get down when other people wouldn't get down. That's why they think we are superheroes. We come
Hmm.
save the day when everybody else is living regular lives. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
shout out to Rudy Gobert and his family for having the precious baby, man. That's dope. You know, your first child means a lot.
Shout out to that, but also shout out to Nas Reed, bro. Like you remember last summer when they was signing everybody, me and you was talking. I was like, man, you think they're gonna keep Rudy, Cat, and Nas Reed? That's three big boys. Like they did it. They went out there and they dominated the league the whole season, having the number one defense in the league with those three, and they played well together, bro. And you saw the benefit of it straight up front. Game two, no Rudy. Nas coming there and is capable of being a true starter. He could start on plenty of teams in the league, and the man stretching the floor, man. He didn't gave them a different element. When you got footers, like you know what I'm saying, outside of Rudy Gobert, you got real 6'11", 6'10", 7-footers in Nas Reed and Cat Anthony Towns that are legit 3-point shooters, and you have to respect it. If you don't, they die in your eye. And
Yeah.
and Nas came out and he balled out, and it was like they didn't miss a beat. I think they beat them worse game two than they did game one without Rudy.
They definitely did, man. Shout out to Nas, man. Nas is I love his game. I love the way he played, his demeanor, everything. But the Timberwolves as a whole, like that defense looked like championship defense.
Look like they
Like
had
like
6, 7 dudes out on that
like that the way they trap, the way they dig, the way
court.
they help each other out. Uh just the aggression on defense. They not out there
Yes.
fouling guys. They just being extra aggressive, hands up, swinging arms. Like, man, that's championship. You know what I'm saying? That's what championship defense look like. Uh I the last time I seen a defending champ get this frustrated and
Yeah.
how they was. I remember when the Lakers won 2 championships in a row and the Dallas Mavericks went to LA, beat them 2 games, and then they went to Dallas, and the same thing happened. And we believers in Kobe, we like, yeah, this gonna turn around. They ain't just finna just sweep them like that. This what that looked like. Like I never seen Denver in these last couple of years. I never seen them mentally
Yeah.
frustrated and dismantled like that. Like
That that
they
stood
wasn't in
out.
the game the whole game. It seemed like mentally it didn't click in the
That
game.
stood
I feel
out.
like the defense frustrated them. They wasn't getting the same looks. They wasn't getting the same looks as they usually get. They had to work for everything that they got offensively. You know what I'm saying? And defensively, man, guys was out there going at them.
Let me
Cat
ask you
Williams
this.
aggression. Hmm?
Let me ask you this, Black. Do you feel like more should have happened? Like, because I feel like the Nuggets, like you said, they the champ. They got away with a whole hell of a lot that game. I'm talking about during the game when it comes to officiating. I love Michael Malone. Let me say that. I
Yeah.
don't want it. I felt like he absolutely should have got a tech, but I felt like that was throw out capable what he did when he ran out there they didn't call one tech for that. Then Murray throwing something on the court, no tech. I'm talking about like forget about everything after the game and all of the NBA. I'm talking about during the game, Black. After they found, after like I couldn't believe that after like okay they figured out like he threw that. That came from the bench. Like bro, we've seen people get technicals from yelling obscenities or saying something from the bench. Like he got a chance to not only throw a towel and secondly throw a heat pack. And both times he was aiming for the ref.
I think they got that special hall pass. Like they
Look,
they
just
they
walk
ain't get
around
they
all day in school.
they ain't get they hall pass from the pencil. They got it from the school board. I'm talking about like I couldn't believe that either. Like I couldn't believe they got away with that. But you see the frustration in them. You see like
Yeah,
what Minnesota brought to the game. It completely took them out of all that. You know what I'm saying? I never seen Joker have to work as hard for his buckets or his passes to get off. I haven't seen them like in the last 3 years. I haven't seen them look like that, and you can see the frustration in them. It's scary for them right now because Minnesota came in there and punched them in the face a couple of times, like real bad. And
let me tell you what like out of everything, what I'm enjoying the most out of everything. And I still, I'm not ready to crown Minnesota yet. Everything is bright skies and just lovely for them. They 6-0. They've hit no controversy, no adversity at all. So I want to see what happens if and when they hit adversity and how they respond to that before I crown them. But like for me, it's been Ant-Man, dog. Like the kid is out there any young dude that want to be the man he's having the absolute perfect scenario in these playoffs. He's got to play against Brad Beal, D Book, KD, and get to play against them individually in that series and have moments and have situations. Same thing here in this Denver series. He's playing against the defending champs and he's getting moments and he's seizing them. And he's like what I mean by that, bro, is like same thing we said about SGA. We like to watch him because he not only gonna give you substance, like 30 points, 10 assists, whatever, but like he does it in a way that's enjoyable to watch for us as players who played the game at the highest level. We can sit there and fan out over how, oh snap, you seen the one-on-one hezzy go dunk or like whatever it is. Like he does those plays that like not only like when you look in the box score, like, oh damn, he had 30, he had like Ant-Man makes those plays that competitor in you love to see. When you see him, it switch, you see him back out. Now I'm about to take this moment. If it's me and you, whoever the you is, if it's me and you one of them ones, I'm not about to pass off in the crowd like, nah. As soon as he see that, he gonna try and make the most of that. Like them is the dudes that we want to see out there doing what they do, and he delivering, bro. He's delivering at the highest level right now, and all you can do is sit back and applaud. Young boy is talking it, and he walking it in a major way. His team winning, and nothing you can say to him.
Yeah, with they playing team defense like that, and to play team defense like that, not only is that a good thing, but you got to have a guy that's taking it and leading the charge on offense. Ant-Man is averaging 32 a game. He's the team is accepting him as the man. This is the guy that's going to get us over the edge, and man, he's stepped up to every moment of it. Like that's scary. Like Minnesota is scary right now. Like if
For real.
if you ain't on notice, like you need to be on notice, because if they gonna play defense like that as a team, and you got a man like Ant-Man bringing you 30 to 40 points a game, and everybody else is accepting him as a man, and everybody else is helping out, and Nas Reed to Cat to Mike Conley to Daniels, like, man, they look like a championship team. They look like they've been here before. They look like they done made runs before. And man, I'm excited to see this years to come, because man, this finna be something. Every game,
Yeah.
I know Denver lost every game, but every game that Minnesota done played, and it's been an exciting, like, what y'all gonna do game. And I know they gotta come to adversity, because that's what the playoffs about. But man,
Yeah.
6 games in a row, they ain't been playing. Whether the game close or whether we blowing out, we coming for blood, and everybody know it.
Moving on to this OKC-Dallas series, man. I'm excited about this one. I did not think game one would go the way it did with OKC and that SGA making it look as easy as they did. Before I start speaking on anybody else, man, I wanna give a shout out to Lou Dort, dog. Lou Dort is a damn dog. He is a dog. And when you look at Luka having 19 points on 6 of 19 field goals, you could correlate that straight to him. This is a matchup that I was looking at as soon as it was decided that these two teams were going to be playing each other, because I've never heard Luka on record talk about somebody else as a competitor and talk about how great of a defender and how tough they are. He did that with Lou Dort, because this dude is for real a dog. He is the worst matchup you want to see coming if you a guy like Luka and some of these guys that's individually as talented as he is. And true to form, bro, he made it hell. Luka had 5 or 6 turnovers, and 4 or 5 of them was created by Lou Dort, was when he was guarding him. And when you watch the possessions, he make them earn everything, bro. He damn near fouling them every play, even though it's not called. He's that much all over him, that much into him defensively, and making him work that hard. So I mean, OKC jumping out on Dallas like that, going up 1-0, man. It's only one game. Obviously, game 2 coming soon tonight, and we're gonna see how Dallas responds. And I know J Kidd crafty, bro. It's not gonna look the same tonight. It's not gonna look the same. Something will be different from Dallas, but I was just extremely impressed. Like the defense, the athleticism that the OKC showed, and then they depth, bro. We all know SGA and Jalen Williams is like the feature, and Chet are like the features, but like Cason Wallace, the Isaiah Joes, the Wiggins, all of these guys coming in and just chipping in, hitting threes, making plays, getting steals, being athletic and playing with energy, bro. OKC look good, man, and I can't lie. I want to see this series go further, because I feel like Kyrie gonna get it going earlier, and Luka gonna find a way earlier to make this thing more competitive. But like, I'm excited to see how this series goes down, because it's some explosive players in this joint. I know Riri gonna have himself a time at some point. We know that. We know he gonna get his thing off at some point, and I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I think J Kidd gonna have them ready for game 2. Dort, man, like I like him as a player, man. He plays hard. I like what he brings to the table. I like OKC whole team, man. They have a lot of talent on the team. Even Gordon Hayward come off the bench and give them key minutes and so forth.
Exactly.
I
Veteran
hate to
mode.
see Luca like dealing with the injuries and hurt. But I'm
Yeah.
interested to see how this series go. This is an interesting series because I know Dallas is gonna be prepared. I feel like that was a real fill out game. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't been too up if they lost, if OKC lost, I wouldn't been too up if Dallas lost. I just kind of want to see how it plays out when everybody kind of feel each other out and see what's going on. I'm excited for this series, man. I know Kyrie is coming. They gotta know that he's coming.
Yeah.
And I want to know what's the key matchup for SGA. I feel like that's a hard matchup to put in hand, and I feel like they seeking out Luca.
Hold up, Black. SGA scored 30 or more, like 50 or 60 times this year.
Yeah,
Can't nobody guard him, bro.
no,
That's
no, I know
proven.
that. I know that. I know
Like
that. But shit,
it is
when
what
you
it is.
yeah, no, I know that. But shit, when you playing, you gotta figure out like they made the decision to put Dort on Luca instead of putting him on Kyrie. Like as a team, you gotta you make them decision. What's your decision and how you gonna do this with SGA? I feel like that's a decision that needs to be made. It seemed like they seek out Luca on offense where whoever's Luca's man, they coming up and screening so Luca can
They
switch
put him
because
on the ball because
because
he's the weaker defender. Yeah.
yeah, his ankles and his knees ain't working how it was working at the beginning of the season. So like I said, this is an interesting series. I want to see more of the series, want to see how game two go. And man, shout out to both teams, man. It's playoff time. I'm loving it.
Look, speaking on what you said about them making the decision to put Dort on Luca and who are they going to that's a luxury that OKC has over Dallas, Black.
Yeah.
They have somebody that they can say, here, Lou Dort, you play him tough, you play him great. We're gonna put you on Luca. I don't think Lou Dort would guard Kyrie as well because Kyrie's faster, shiftier, different thing. I don't think he would do as good a
Yeah.
job on him. That's why they don't put him on him. But on the flip side of that coin, who you gonna put on SGA from Dallas that's gonna do a comparable good job on SGA? It's not nobody over there that
No,
could do what Lou Dort can do. Yeah, they don't have that personnel to do to SGA what Lou Dort is doing to Luca. So that's a dilemma. Let's get to this Boston Cleveland Black Boston. Everybody feel like Boston is the runaway train in the East, and they should be to the Eastern Finals and advance to the NBA Finals. They came out made short work of this game, bro. Like you tell me what you think gonna happen. Celtics won 120-95. JB had 32. Derek White, that X Factor boy, had 25. Tatum had 18 off 7 of 19 and 0 for 5 threes. And let me say this. Boston won by 25. But I don't like the threes, like the just jacking of threes by JT. Like when you 6'8", 6'9", like him, and like I get it, you the dude. The first couple when you just pull, like after that, abort mission. Get to that mid post, get to the basket like you do. They can't stop you, and then get to the foul line. Then work your way back out. Like I felt like he went 0 for 5 because it was very little of the intermediate game. It was either all or nothing. And I was like, damn, why we just at one point I felt like the Celtics was just pulling anyway, and Cleveland couldn't get nothing going, so they was okay. But like I don't like the jacking of threes by the Celtics, even though they are far. I mean, this seems like a one sided matchup to me. What you think about that?
I think Celtics is just a far superior team. They're just better than the Cavs this series.
Yeah,
But one thing I have to say about the Cavs, when we gonna start mentioning Donovan Mitchell name as one of the best two guards in this league, man. The way he play, I don't hear his name enough. And
you got that
the
respect for me.
the things that
I
he
got
be
him up
do
there.
the things that he be doing since the day he stepped in this league, has been crazy, man. Donovan Mitchell is putting it all on the line. I don't think the Cavs is the place for him. I think he on the first thing smoking soon as he get an opportunity to leave. And I hate to say that about Cleveland, but yeah, I just think the Celtics is just a far superior team than them. This not a hiccup. I give the Cavs one game maybe, but I think the Celtics gonna really handle business with them. No disrespect to Cleveland.
I agree with you, man. We got tonight's game. We got Cleveland at Boston game two. Who you got, Black? Go ahead. I mean, I
I got
kind of know from what
Boston.
you just said, but
Yeah, I got
Boston again.
Boston.
I'm with you on that one. Boston go up 2-0. If Cleveland get one, maybe in Cleveland. I don't know. Then after that, we got Dallas at OKC. OKC is undefeated thus far. Trying to they trying to avoid the Dallas Mavericks going down 2-0. But like, who you got tonight? Dallas OKC. Will Dallas make the necessary adjustments? I know J Kidd gonna switch up something.
I think this gonna be a series, so I think Dallas
I
gonna
hope
probably
it's a
win game
7 game
two.
series.
Yeah, I think Dallas gonna win game two.
Let me say that to begin with. Selfishly as a fan, I hope Minnesota and Denver get evened up and it goes. I don't want to see no sweep or none of that. I want to see as much basketball as I can get selfishly. So let me just put that caveat out there. All 7 game series if we can. Friday's games, you got New York at Indiana, game three. Can Indy get a win? Can Indy because right now it look all bad, but if they go home and win game three, everything is par for the course. They doing what they supposed to do. They won their two at home, we won
Yeah,
our one, and then we got that confidence and we got to get game four.
I think Indy got a lot of upside to look at. They've been in every game.
Both games.
I feel like it's the rebounding. They need to rebound more defensively, and I feel like they got a chance. And then man, just knowing Indiana in the field house, the crowd, how hyped they gonna be in there rooting for Indiana. Man, I think they can push it and make it a series. I definitely do.
No doubt. Then what we got in the Denver and Minnesota game three? Denver down 0-2, and they are on the road. They lost the first two at home. They headed to Target Center in Minneapolis now. They going down to Minnetonka. What they gonna do? Can they get them the first one?
Man,
Because if they lose that game three, it's over. It's just win. It's over if they would lose that game three.
I got a lot of guys, man. There's some good guys on Denver team, man. HG, Payton, a lot of guys. But man, this is if it ain't a must win, this is really a must win. Like
Yeah.
I like, and then you got to go down there and like it's a such thing as a home court advantage, and for them guys to come and get two on your town, like I say, I just see this. This looks so much like that Lakers and Dallas back in the day when the Lakers just it wasn't it was time. It wasn't nothing that they could do with this team, and this is a bad matchup for like Denver. Like they got the bodies to throw at Joker. They got
Yeah.
the bodies to throw at Joker. They got the bodies to throw at Murray. Like these are the two guys that get you going. Like they got bodies after body. They can put Ant on you. They can put Daniels on you. They can put Alexander on Murray. They can put Nas. They can
Yeah.
put Cat. They can put Rudy on. Like they got bodies to throw at your best players.
Let me ask you this.
Mm.
I saw on social media Dwight Howard speaking on that, saying, listen, the Lakers messed up. The same thing Denver doing that's the business the Lakers gave them in the bubble where they had JaVale and Dwight. They had a
AD.
three-headed monster that rotated them, and then they had Caruso and some Pope. They had other people. Did the Lakers make a monumental mistake not bringing that team back as it was? The championship team had Caruso, they had Pope, they had JaVale McGee, they had Dwight Howard, and they took down Denver and they stifled Jokic doing it. With those three, Dwight was a pest, he was an adjutant to him, and then you had JaVale to come in. If anybody got fat, then you could even throw AD on him. So what do you think about that take, Blake? Did the Lakers make a monumental mistake by breaking that team up and not bringing them back and signing those guys when you see the landscape and what's happening right now?
I definitely believe that. Them not bringing that team back and just seeing what they doing. They won the bubble championship, uh, and them not bringing it all the way back and seeing what it was capable of doing in the whole regular season. Like, yeah, I think they fucked up with that.
And Minnesota literally is doing exactly that. They took the sauce. They doing exactly what the Lakers
Uh,
did to them that year. They got the same type of personnel situation, and they implement that type of
Yeah,
attack to them.
and like Minnesota is going against the grain. A lot of teams are going small. A lot of teams have smaller
Yep.
lineups. A lot of teams have small forwards playing power forward. No, they have a
Yeah.
legit center. They have a legit power forward. Guys are 16 and above, and they sticking with that. Not only are they sticking with that, they guards are pressing up and playing defense, leading you to these big guys. Like,
Yeah.
the recipe they win against the grain. They not the typical team that you see this year, or how they play. They actually got guys the traditional way, guys in their position. They got a point or two or three or four and a five. And they play that
Right.
way, and they got the bodies. Like I say, they got the bodies to throw at it. When one guy get in foul trouble, I got a guy just as legit to come in. The way Nas,
Yeah.
the way Cat is hitting threes, spreading the floor. Rudy, another
Crazy.
defensive player of the year. Their guards, man, they guards are pushing up and pressing. I'm talking about they 94 feet. They making Murray work. They even making
Yeah.
Joker work. Like, when have you seen a guy 94 feet Joker? They've been letting Joker dribble the ball
Yeah.
down court freely,
Nah, they not
like,
making him sleep.
forever. They like, nah, if you finna dribble, Nas is up on the other end. You finna dribble down court. I'm finna press you. I'm finna press up on you.
Yeah. A lot more Magic Johnson dribbling up the court tight.
Yeah, the defense is different, man, and I think that's what's the success of them having so much success against Denver is, man, because they got the personnel and the bodies to throw at these guys. Even if a guy get in foul trouble, you still got to see this.
Yep. Yep.
But
That's
the
a
Lakers
plus.
did fuck up by getting rid of them guys, man. AD been saying that he don't want to be just the center, and like they ain't
He
bring no other
wasn't.
big
He
man.
was the four. He was the four. Y'all had two centers.
Yeah, I don't even remember another big man all year. I don't know where Christian Woods was. I don't know. Like, I don't like me trying to just really think of this season. It seemed like the only big man they had was AD.
Yeah. Random stat of the week time. We got the Pacers. The Indiana Pacers bench has outscored the Knicks 92-15 through two games in the series. This is par for the course. The Pacers had the best bench in the entire regular season, the highest scoring bench output. But I think it's a random stat, but I think it screams out to what Tibbs and the Knicks. Tibbs only goes 6, 7,
Yeah,
maybe
he only
8
played
deep,
seven
7.5,
guys.
8 deep.
Yeah.
And you got Josh Hart out there averaging damn near 48 minutes, and then the other guys hovering around 44, 45 and stuff like that. So even though it looks jarring, it's kind of what the Knicks do. So that's why it looks kind of so lopsided. But that's the stat. That's the random stat of the week, Black. Who your shout out for today? You got a shout out?
Man, shout out to the WNBA's rookie class this year, man. I've been watching these preseason games and all this stuff, man. They whole class. I know they giving Caden a lot of props, and I am too. But the whole class, man, the way Angel Reese is playing, the way Camila look,
Shot
Cam
town, shot town.
Bricks, like they just look good. This class look like a good class, man, and all of them look like solid players. So I'm excited for the WNBA season to get started, to do their thing. I can't wait to see the season get kicked off. And man, yeah, let's go WNBA.
Yeah, man, my shout out definitely for the W2. I saw they just got it situated to where the WNBA girls is gonna be able to fly charter every game of the year, which is something
Yeah,
that's well deserved and long overdue. And yeah, man, big shout out to WNBA stepping up and coming up with the funds and making sure that these ladies aren't just sitting in commercial and aren't just in regular airports and being able to be, just talked to by regular people. They deserve to be able to travel the way the guys do. And I'm glad that the W and whatever sponsors and whatever people made it happen, it did it. I'm shout out to y'all for getting that done because these ladies deserve it, and I'm glad. Like you said, this class has a lot. Caitlin and Angel in this class has a lot to do with it. I see their impact is being felt huge, and shout out to them for that, man. It's dope to see that they, stepping up the game for them ladies because they deserve it, and I'm glad to see the growth and the growth and development. All right, man, that's it, man. Knuckleheads out, man. We're gonna be tapping in with y'all all throughout these playoffs, and just like today, man, we're gonna be hollering at y'all soon. Peace out.